your head any amount. Step down on your feet more, lift your heart higher as you wide open through your chest, and then lower the right hand down and reach back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank pose with your feet together. Exhale, pause in plank pose. Hug your inner legs together. Reach your heels back and the top of your head forward as your hands isometrically hug toward one another, engaging your whole body, and then reach back to downward facing dog. Inhale, float the left leg high. Exhale, step left foot forward and back knee carefully down. Hook your thumbs with the right thumb on top, reach up to vertical. Exhale, pause. Inhale, lift your heart higher, and exhale, bend the front knee more. Inhale, go higher, and exhale, go back with your arm bones. Feel evenness in both legs as your torso rises up and back any amount that feels healthy and free for you. Your breath is so important. Let the whole pose be about your breath. Inhale, hands to heart, and exhale, twist to the left. Lower your right elbow to your left thigh. Roll your upper shoulder, the left shoulder back as your throat moves back. Keep your head, neck, and heart on the same plane. Feel your breath turning your belly to the left. Notice any tendency to overdo the pose and go back to the middle. Feel centered even though it's asymmetrical. Inhale the hands to the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes and reach back to downward dog. Split, float the left leg high. Open the hip, bend the knee, come to the outer edge of your right foot as the left ball of the foot comes onto the floor. Spin the right toes to the back of the room as your heart rises up and the left arm reaches overhead any amount. Step down into your feet, solid foundation there as your hips and heart rise any amount upward. Feel the front of your body expansive as the back of your body is strong, and then lower the left hand down and reach back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank pose with your feet together. Exhale, pause in plank pose. Hug the midline, smile through your mouth, and then reach back to downward facing dog. Bend your knees and step your right foot forward, your left foot forward. Separate your feet hip distance. Take your thumbs between your pinky toes and your fourth toes and place all the rest of your fingertips on the floor. Bend your elbows out to the side and fold your body down. With your thumbs pulling your pinky toes apart, feel the soles of your feet spreading, increasing the surface area as the feet drop down into the floor. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, toe heel your feet together. Step back to the middle of your yoga mat with your feet together. Bend your knees and squat down. Widen your knees a little bit. Keep your feet touching and place your palms flat. Lift your hips, draw your knees towards your underarms, and move your chest forward. Gaze forward, feel your belly lifting, and then lift one foot off the floor, and maybe both feet off the floor as your feet hug in. Feel free to lift one or the other or both, and just practice crow as the feet draw up towards your hips and your heart softens forward in front of you. Your breath is still free and vibrant. And then step back to downward facing dog. Bend your knees and straighten your legs. Inhale, bend, and exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend, and exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend your knees to the floor and slide the right knee forward to your right wrist. Take your blocks, place them by your sides on the highest level. Press the blocks down with your hands to float your chest and head up toward the ceiling. Draw your right hip back and your left hip forward to square your hips and feel your pelvis lifting up and away from the floor. Feel the knees hugging toward each other so that the low belly lifts all the way up to the top of your head. And if it's comfortable on your lower back, float your arms up to the sky, feeling your whole body working strongly. your breath is still free, and then take your right hand to your left wrist and pull the left wrist up and a little bit over, and then inhale, hands to your heart, and exhale, lower your forearms forward. Slide the back leg back a little bit. Keep the belly lifted, your heart lengthening forward, the top of your head lengthening forward. Your whole body is still working even though you're on the floor. Your hips are squaring. Your breath is infusing the right hip with nurturing, cleansing, healing energy. You're feeling the inhalation expanding your lungs and the exhalation emptying your lungs. Walk your hands back, move the blocks out of the way, and slide the right leg back to downward facing dog. Bend your knees and lower your knees to the floor and slide the left knee to the left wrist. Walk your hands back onto the blocks, straighten your arms, lift your pelvis up and away from the floor. As you square your hips rigorously, the left hip back, the right hip forward. Your spine is long, you're lengthening up away from the floor and feeling the energy and the working of the legs. If it's available, stretch your arms up to the ceiling. Your neck is free, your throat is open, your legs are hugging toward each other, and then the left hand holds the right wrist and you pull the right wrist over, and then inhale, hands to heart, and exhale, lower forearms back to the floor. Slide the right leg back, continuously squaring the left hip back and the right hip forward. The belly hollows, the top of your head lengthens. The head, neck, and heart are connected, and you're sending breath to the left hip. Walk your hands back, tuck your back toes, and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, and exhale, straighten them. Inhale, bend, exhale, straighten. Inhale, float the right leg back and up behind you. Exhale, step right foot forward. Take your blocks once again underneath your hands and straighten the front leg any amount. Square your hips rigorously here. Draw the right hip back and the left hip forward. Lengthen the chest forward, and then fold forward any amount as you keep your hips square. Your back foot anchors the pose, and then you soften forward, nurturing, healing breath into the right hamstring. Inhale, look forward, flatten your back. Exhale, step your back leg in a few inches and flatten the foot. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, turn the right arm to the sky, twisting triangle. The right hip continuously draws back. The upper arm stretches vertical to the sky. Your throat moves back. You're feeling the legs working and the spine spinning and cleansing and enlivening, and your breath is free even though you're challenged. And then lower the right hand down and bend the front knee. Move the blocks away, lift the back heel, and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg floats back and up, and exhale, step the left foot forward. Once again, bring the blocks underneath your hands and straighten the front leg. Draw the left hip back and the right hip forward. Feel both feet rooting. The back foot anchors you as you fold any amount forward. Not worrying about flexibility, instead watching and observing and feeling your breath. Bend the back knee and step on the back foot. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, spin the left arm to the sky. Turning your belly to the left as the left hip draws back and the back foot roots and your shoulder blades gather, and you're feeling the breath even though you're challenged. Your legs orient to the floor as you spin, and then lower the left hand down and move the blocks away. Bend the front knee and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale, dog pose. Feel the flow of your breath. Inhale, exhale, dog. Inhale, float the right leg backing up, and exhale, step the right foot forward, the back foot flat. Inhale, reach your arms up, warrior one facing forward this time. Square your hips rigorously. Square your waist forward. Press your palms together. Lift up through your torso as your front knee bends forward. Once again, the back foot anchors you, and then interlace your hands behind your back with the left index finger on top. And exhale, fold over the front leg. Let your head release. Widen your hips to the left. Wrap your arms up and over your head any amount, and feel your breath massaging your shoulders as your legs are working and your whole body is involved. And lower the hands to the floor and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, float left leg high. Exhale, step left foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Palms touch if it's available. Go up through your chest. Square your waist. Bend the left knee forward any amount. Feel both grounded and uplifted. And then interlace your hands behind your back with the right index finger on top. Float your chest, inhale. And exhale, fold over left leg, wrap arms overhead. Widen your hips to the right, root in your right foot, and then reach the arms overhead, feeling perhaps how different this side might feel. Take a breath in and a breath out, a breath in and a breath out. Lower your hands to the floor and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank, fluid movement. Exhale, dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees a little bit, and exhale, tiptoe your feet halfway forward and touch your feet together. Move your chest forward so your shoulders are vertically over your wrists, and gaze forward at the front edge of your mat. Pause and feel strong in your arms. Inhale, the right leg back and up, and exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, kick up a little, and exhale, come down. Inhale, kick up a little, and exhale, come down. Inhale, kick up, and exhale, come down, and then switch legs. Lift the left leg, bend the right knee. Inhale, kick up, exhale, down. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Inhale, kick up, and exhale, come down. Either continue working on your handstand, perhaps moving to a wall to assist you, or release your knees to the ground, your big toes touch for child's pose. Let your forehead soften onto the mat and stretch your arms long in front of you. Draw your shoulder blades toward one another to feel integrated in your upper body. Allow your body to receive your breath, and then hold on to the outer edges of the mat with your hands as you push the mat forward to allow your hips to get heavier. Inhale, come forward onto all fours. Exhale, tuck your toes and reach back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, lower knees to floor. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, bend your elbows, lower your whole body onto the floor. Place your hands underneath your forehead and lift the right leg up an inch and stretch the right leg back. And lift the left leg up an inch and stretch the left leg back. And reach both heels and both feet back, and then place your hands to the corners of your mat. Roll your shoulders back. Push your fingertips down to float your chest forward and up. Easy neck. Shoulder blades gather and front of the chest floats forward and up. The belly is hollowing and your sit bones reach down towards your heels, and then slowly lower down. Become sensitive to your breathing. Become sensitive to your body. Release your arms by your sides. Steady, easy breath. Bend your knees. Hold on to your feet with your hands. Roll your shoulders up toward the ceiling. Draw your belly towards your heart, and then press your feet back into your hands to curl your head, neck, and shoulders up any amount. Feel the strength of your legs, allowing the pose to unfold as your chest widens and your smile on your mouth allows your breath to deepen and your chest to lift higher, and then carefully release. Place your left cheek on the mat, your arms by your sides. Take a breath in and a deep breath out. Bring your head to the middle, bend your knees once again, and hold on to your feet. Roll your shoulders up toward the ceiling, lift your belly, and then press your shins back toward the wall behind you as you feel the strength of your feet and your legs holding your body, curling over yourself. Bow pose. And then release your body down. Place the right cheek on your mat, your arms by your sides. Big breath in and big breath out. Feel the fullness of your breath